Contain yourself, man. Anyways, hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Unveiling. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and get the news version early, you can go to Patreon. It's $3 a month. So, on the last Let's Play, we went inside the grave where we said hi to Aldara's mom, who I guess was also a fighter, and I guess her and her father are a bit estranged-ish, still in the same, business. But then she brought us to a hill, who she was, revealing us about our past a bit, but, PTSD and all that stuff, so we didn't really hear it. So the gravesites disappeared? I'm not sure if they just disappeared, or if that was just his head stuff. Like, the Lord found us in a burning building, parents, I guess, were killed. I'm not sure. But, a lightning strike happened, which then made Arthur hear voices saying that somebody needed help. And apparently that was this guy, this horse, who had a big wound on his chest. So me and, reluctantly, Aldara brought him back to our house, where we're about to do first aid when apparently his big gaping wound, the one that would be right here, healed up into a scar. So she left, and then the main character here dried him off, and is failing to contain his homosexuality. But it do be like that. Sometimes. So, we're gonna reset our face. And not hope, that there isn't anything I need to censor. It will. Don't worry, it's completely safe for work. His essence, he smells so good. I had smelled other horses before, but his scent was different, almost hard to describe. I mean, he smells like a horse, but something in him feels so soothing. My heart eases and relaxes just by smelling him. Why is everything about him so mysterious and weird? Well, yeah, it is. He is very mysterious. He appeared out of nowhere from a lightning strike, and, he has fast healing jutsu. Relieved now that the horse was mostly dry, the reality of the situation started to sink in. I mean, how does this horse know my name? I've never seen him in my entire life. Why he was so happy to see me? I feel like that's a typo. I'm not sure if I can talk to these people that made this game. I was like, might want to fix that. Why was he asking for my help? Oh yeah, and it's like, I'm not sure if we were able to hear him or psychically hear him, but also he was nuzzling us while we were bringing him back. While my mind was running wild with questions, I took some spare bed sheets from my wardrobe because I wasn't going to try to sleep in my bed with the huge guy on it. Yeah, he'd probably crush you if he rolled on top of you. Well, I could just snuggle up to his chest and... No, Arthur. Gay fantasies are over. I feel like that should also be a screen right there. Sadly, over. I laid the sheets on the floor, close to my bed. Save them? What did he mean by that? Why did he say I'm the only one who can save them? Oh yeah, in that, weird whiteness area. My head was dizzy from all of this mysterious mess. But yeah, you would be tired. PTSD, lots of money for festival, and then horse guy appears. And then more PTSD. And lightning strike. The moonlight coming from my window lit up my bed, where the horse was resting. Did that change? Or was it not? No. Okay. I was like, that seemed a bit different. How can he look so vulnerable, even with such a fierce body? Maybe I'm still touched by his dying state from when we found him. Looking at him makes my heart feel uneasy. Who are you? I whispered into my paw, resting on my chest. Everything feels so weird. It's so unreal. Maybe tomorrow he'll give me some answers that I'm looking for. I'll help you as much as I can. I promise. I'm not really sure why I said that, but I feel I need to do so. I think I should stop talking to myself. I looked at the horse one last time before I fell asleep. Good night, Mr. Horse. Good night, Mr. Horse. Huh? I felt a strong breeze blowing past my whole body. Where am I? My eyes could only catch a glimpse of dim light, trying to illuminate the place. The light gradually began to fade. Am I falling? What would explain the breeze coming from below? Right. This dream again. I just keep falling endlessly. It's actually kind of relaxing. Like I'm floating on water. I closed my eyes and enjoyed how the breeze caressed my fur. But why am I falling? Why am I falling through? Or though? I swear I can read. Has it always been like this? I opened my eyes and saw the dim light continue to fall further away. That light. I want to touch it. Actually, what really was this? What I really want is to stop falling. But I feel safe and sound here. Or maybe I'm just afraid? Very afraid. Of knowing what awaits me at the bottom. I closed my eyes, fully accepting this never-ending dream. But suddenly, I felt a warm touch on my paw. I opened my eyes again, and was shocked by the image before me. One of the gods or something at the beginning of the game? Was it that light? When did it get near me? And how was it grabbing my paw? It had some weird, unrecognizable form, but I could feel its soft and warm touch on my paw. Who are you? The strange figure shushed me, planting a thin finger on my mouth. Eat. The words were so hard to understand, yet it had such a sweet and feminine voice. It sounded like a beautiful chime. S E S he M. Please help them, I guess. What was the previous one? There's horse. All of you. Will something allow out? Bit by bit, the words became clearer. You. Uh-oh. Hey. Wake up! Exclamation marks. I feel my body move, waking me up, but not enough to make me open my eyes. I was so exhausted from what happened yesterday that I really didn't want to know what time it was. My body is so sore. I let out a small groan, turning over to one side. Wait, why does my paw feel so heavy? Immediately, I opened my eyes and realized that my paw was interwoven with the one that was much larger and darker. Ah! I backed off abruptly. I stood up quickly but clumsily. I stumbled, getting up so fast that I ended up falling on my butt. Ouch! That really hurt. But I stopped caring about the pain after seeing who was grabbing my paw. Daddy? It was the horse, sitting at the edge of my bed. Okay, maybe this will be the thumbnail. Also, is this game gonna have so much thumbnail material? Just saying. He was staring at me intently, while I sat on the floor. How long has he been awake? Did he see me stumbling? The horse kept looking at me with curious eyes. Then, he lifted his paw, opening it and closing it, like he was missing something. It was the paw that was holding mine. Hold on! How long had I been holding his paw? What was I thinking? Why does he keep looking at me like that, and doing that with his paw? My face burned bright red with embarrassment. But despite my inner turmoil, I tried to be the one to break the ice. Hey, you're awake. How do you feel? I hope he understood me even with my stuttering. The horse just tilted his head and didn't say anything. Does he not speak Albion or whatever? Why isn't he understanding me? Why does he keep doing that movement with his paw? And why am I still sitting on the floor? Is he mad at me grabbing it? What if I woke him up when grabbing his paw? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Apologize to him, you dumb cat. I said quickly, feeling ashamed. I swallowed hard and looked at the horse, feeling full of shame. I was holding your paw by accident. I'm sorry for disturbing you, sir. That definitely is the dumbest thing I've ever said. Wait, should I call him that? What if he's the same age as me, and I just called him sir? Well, he looks older than me, but... The horse tilted his head again, with an even more curious look. Why does he keep looking at me like that? Well, he does look kinda cute. It's not the time for your dumb thoughts, you dumb cat. Ugh. Arthur, relax. Stop overthinking everything and stay calm. Just breathe and ease your mind. He's probably freaked out, or scared too. Try introducing yourself to him. Maybe he'll feel more comfortable if you're friendly enough. Sorry for not introducing myself. My name's Arthur. Nice to meet you. Despite my deep embarrassment, I tried to put on a big smile for the horse. Then, his countenance changed from a curious to surprised, but he kept staring at me with a look that had become penetrating. I tried to maintain my smile, because his gaze was making me feel uncomfortable. Now, what should I do? Why is he not answering me? Is he an animal of few words? Or maybe he's mute? The horse lowered his arm, and his expression returned to one of curiosity. Maybe. I have something on my face? Why does he keep looking at me like that? Arthur. Oh. The horse broke his silence and smiled back at me. I was surprised to hear his deep voice say my name. His tone is somehow different from yesterday when he asked for help. But I feel that same inexplicable peace listening to him. It's as if there wasn't a doubt in my heart that this was the same horse we saved. And that smile of his. I blushed slightly. He's cute. I shook my head. Concentrate. Yeah, that's my name. What's yours? I asked, struggling to hold a smile that was starting to become more nervous. Arthur. He repeated my name. That's fine. I liked to hear my name in his deep voice, and with his dorky smile. Concentrate. That's right. Nice to meet you. Could you tell me your name? His face started to hurt as I tried to keep smiling. Or my face started to hurt. Name. What? This is not going anywhere. Maybe I could try... The horse began to cough and put his paw to his throat as if in pain. He started to salivate with small droplets of drool splattering to the floor. Oh, you must be thirsty. Let me bring you some water. I rushed to the kitchen. I grabbed a large water jug and filled it with tap water. Meanwhile, I took out 2 glasses and leaned against the sink. You're doing great, Arthur. Well, nothing has exploded yet. At least, you're not acting as stupid as when you met Aldara's guards yesterday. Speaking of, where is she? She said she's gonna be here the first thing in the morning. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Maybe something happened? I guess it's all up to me until she arrives. I can do this. I think. I shut off the water. I walked back to my room with glasses and a jug of water. The horse is still sitting there, staring at me again as soon as I entered. Sorry it took a while. I walked over to the horse and filled up the cup of water for him. Here you go. I smiled. The horse hesitated for a few seconds before taking it from me, almost as if he doubted what I was giving him. I'm gonna have some too. I'm so thirsty, I could drown myself in this jar. What a lame attempt at humor. I poured some water into the second glass and put the jug on the floor. The horse kept staring at me, holding his glass out. Instead of waiting for him to drink first, I took a big sip of my water. The horse looked at the glass and, almost as if he was imitating me, sipped from his cup like I had. Exclamation point. The horse's eyes lit up as he drank all the water in less than a second. Then he showed me the empty glass and looked at me with wide eyes. Do you want more water? I asked him while picking up the jug from the floor. Water. I suppose that's a yes. I poured more water into the horse's glass. He must have been really thirsty, because he didn't even let me finish filling the cup before he started drinking from it. More water. Hey, he's quick in picking up words. Unlike me, when trying to learn stuff on Duolingo. I think it would be much better if I grabbed the jug with both paws and placed it in front of him. Don't worry, I don't mind if you drink directly from... Before he could even finish, the horse snatched the jug away from me and began to drink. Some of the water splashed out and trickled down his cheek and chest, but after the initial spill, he chugged down every last drop. When the horse had finished drinking, he lowered the jug. Whoa, he drank 3 liters of water like it was nothing. ASMR. The horse burped and looked at me with a face full of satisfaction. Excuse you. I couldn't help laughing when I saw him with that silly smile. Excuse you, he repeated. Why is he always repeating what I say? It's kind of weird. I noticed the drops of water on his chest. Oh, that's right. I forgot about his wound. Hey, how do you feel? Is something hurting? Can you breathe all right? Do you feel pain in your chest or anything? The horse looked at me again, confused. Oops, that was a lot all at once. I'm sorry. You must be feeling so lost and confused. You're in Dandi. Dandi? A village close to Bogdan's castle. I mean, the great Bogdan's castle. The horse kept looking at me strangely. We found you near the town cemetery, and we brought you to my house. You had a very large wound on your chest. I pointed to the horse's chest, and he looked down to check the wound. He honestly seemed to have no interest in where he is, or how the scar got on his chest. Are you able to stand up? I stepped back a little to give him some space. Stand up. The horse looked at me from head to toe and then raised his eyebrows as if something had just clicked. And he's big. Also, I guess it was a thing. Wasn't there like something here and then another one here? Suddenly, he stretched his legs and jumped out of bed. Oh, gods. He's huge. I mean, yeah, when we were carrying him back, you said his pelvis was dragging along the ground, which doesn't sound good unless you were pulling him on his butt. I got so intimidated by his size that I backed off a little more. I can... You, I see you can stand up just fine. That's great. I felt panic, needing to look up so high just to make eye contact with him. The horse smiled down at me. Great! I don't remember him saying great. He examined him, mimicking me again. But shortly after, his smile faded. The horse put a paw to his head, as if in pain, and started to stagger. Careful! I rushed to put my arm around his waist to help keep him steady. It's almost a miracle I managed to hold up this huge, heavy body with my practically non-existent strength. Being right up against a horse, I could compare my height to his. My face was barely up to his chest. So, maybe right around here? Could be lower. Anyways. Which meant I almost had one of his thick pecs right in my face, and my arm was practically touching his butt. I immediately let go of the horse and stepped away, a little blushing. That was close. Be careful to stand up not stand up too fast. You'll get dizzy. I tried to hide my shame with a silly expression and a nervous laugh. The horse slightly shook his head and looked me in the eyes. Then, he started to get closer and closer to me. I heard a knock at the door. I was completely petrified when he stretched out his arm to touch me. He's getting so close. What is he going to do to me? My heart raced, and my tail stopped moving. There was no way I could defend myself against him. The horse could easily do whatever he wanted me with his size and strength, or horny thoughts. I closed my eyes, accepted my fate, and then... The horse puts his paw on my face. Well, that was anticlimactic. I could feel the horse moving me very gently with his paw, which almost completely covered my face. Also that fur knocking at the door. What are you doing? I asked with some difficulty, due to his paw covering my mouth. This is so weird. This horse is weird. Arthur. Very soft. Okay, so, I'd have to assume this guy has some understanding of the English language. Soft? Wait, did he just say something new? How did he learn? Hey, why didn't you answer the gasp? I heard Aldara's voice as she rushed into my room. Oh, no, how am I going to explain this? Suddenly, I felt her grab me and fling me forcefully away from the horse. I fell on my butt again. She looked at the horse, and I looked at the horse and watched as Aldara had him up against the wall with her sword pressed up to his neck. Don't ever touch him again! Aldara shouted fiercely, shoving the blade up against the horse's throat. Face to face with Aldara, he looked frightened as she bared her fangs at him with a murderous glare. If I even find a single scratch on him, I'll fucking kill you, she growled at him. I got up fast as I could, and pulled at Aldara's sword arm. Don't hurt him, Aldara. He didn't do anything to me. I was using all my strength to pull Aldara from the horse, but she didn't move an inch. What are you doing? Arthur. The horse said my name in a scared tone. Aldara was surprised to hear him say my name so quickly and release the horse. Then she pulled me away from him and placed me behind her to protect me with her body. How do you know his name? She shouted while pointing at him with her sword. The horse just tilted his head. Don't play dumb with me, you horse son of a... Wait! Before she could approach the horse a second time, I stopped her by quickly running up to him. I held out my arms to try and protect him. What the fuck are you doing, Arthur? Get away from that guy. No, just listen to me, please. He didn't hurt me. He's just scared and lost. Well, she is a big boji-woji. She was looking at the horse like she'd kill him at any moment. Aldi, trust me, please. I'm fine. I promise. She looked at me for a few seconds before finally lowering her sword. Arthur, come here with me. But you are going... I'm not going to hurt that horse, but only if you come here right now, she said with an intimidating gaze. I swallowed hard, ooh, and started to approach her. Once I was close enough, Eldora crossed one of her arms at my waist and pulled me close to her body. If you ever try and hurt him, I'm gonna make sure you wish you were dead. We should probably explain to her that he might not have the best understanding of English. She said to the horse, who still looked confused. Is that clear? She raised her voice. The horse startled. Even I got chills too. Not if you understand. The horse stayed still for a moment, then quickly moved his head up and down. Good. Now tell me who you are and where you came from. I know every animal in this village, like the back of my paw, and I've never seen you in my life. The horse just tilted his head. Maybe he does understand some English, but it's kind of like me with Spanish, where it's like, okay, can you please talk slowly and enunciate? God. Like, when it's like Duolingo, it's like, yo estamos en la casa, or, some Spanish thing. And then you listen to an actual Spanish speaker and it's like, okay, are you speed running the Spanish language or what? Come on. Like, I know, when you're fluent, you speak quicker, but still, it's like, geez. I'm tired of you acting like you don't understand. She took her arm from my waist and started to approach the horse again. Artara, your promise. I raised my voice at her. Arthur, he's not cooperating. He's just plain dumb. It's because he doesn't remember anything. Ardura looked at me confused. How do you know that? I get close to the horse. Because I asked him too, and didn't know what to answer. He only repeats what I say sometimes, or just moves his head to communicate. I looked at the horse. I'm right, aren't I? He don't remember anything. The horse looked at me for a few seconds, and then nodded slightly. I have no memory. Well, he knows some English. He said, a little crestfallen. Wait, he said something different. That's kind of strange. Utter aside, annoyed. Great. Just great. She pulled at her face in frustration. How do you pull at your face? As if I didn't already have enough problems and have to deal with an animal with amnesia. Interesting. Just shaking the time. Was she gonna say horse? Aldura, stunned, started for a moment. Ahem. Well, I think we might call it here because we're getting close to that time, and also a new character has entered the arena, scene. So, that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. So, please comment, cause I like comments, don't you like dislike, tips, because otherwise, if you like my YouTube and likes it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos that have grown. Please remember your animals that control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, you can go to Patreon, where it's $3 a month. And was there anything else I was thinking of saying or doing for the next hot second or two before going boop? His body. That face right there. Okay. And I could have sworn there was something. Tells me I'm into something good. Okay. And until next time, no, let's play. I'm GamerWolfSix of Unveiling. Kind of debating whether I want to eat lunch now because I'm super hungry or not. It's going to be extra spicy curry, which isn't good for my throat. Ooh, woo. At least when it comes to reading. You know? Because I have to go a lot. Because it's being like, hey, you need to clean your throat because it's filled with mucus from all that stuff trying to resist extra spicy curry. Anyways, yeah, sorry. See ya.